Over the last few years, I've grown a YouTube channel of over 700,000 subscribers. And most months, I've spent less than 30 minutes a day producing my videos, managing my channel, and everything that's gone in to growing this thing that is now my full-time source of income. But I don't say that to brag because I don't really think it's anything all that unusual as far as successful YouTube channels go. While there are some creators who put so much into their videos that each one is a 100+ hour project, most of us earn full-time livings here on YouTube with way less than full-time hours. Like I said a minute ago, in my case, it definitely averages out to less than 30 minutes a day, which I'd bet is less time than you spend scrolling social media, or maybe even less time than you spend eating lunch each day. So in this video, I want to show you how you can do this too. How you can build a wildly successful YouTube channel in a tiny amount of time. A channel that allows you to reach thousands of people with every video you create. A channel that can grow to hundreds of thousands of subscribers and even earn you hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So what I've done is I've created a simple, weekly, 7-step growth routine. So in other words, 1 step for every day of the week. And each of these steps takes about 30 minutes to do. Now, of course, you don't have to break it down that way. You don't have to spend 30 minutes every single day. I certainly don't. Most of the time, I spend a few hours 1 day a week on my channel. But for the sake of showing you how little time this can take you each day, I'm gonna just break it down across the 7 days of the week like you were working exactly the same amount every single day. So starting out, what you need to do on the first day of the week, which let's say is Sunday, is to plan your video for the week. Now, this is a great time to mention that this plan I'm gonna walk you through over the next few minutes here, it's not a plan for starting a YouTube channel. This is assuming you've already gotten your channel up and running, and this is how you would produce your videos and run your channel on a weekly basis. Now, that's not to say that you would need to spend more than 30 minutes a day to get a channel started. I think you could certainly do that in 30 minutes a day as well, but I just want to give you some context for who this is for and what I'm assuming about your channel. So, day 1, you plan your videos. Now, for planning your videos, I am specifically talking about planning the video you're going to film and publish this week. So you will choose the topic of the video if you haven't done that already. You can outline the video, you will want to choose a title, and maybe plan out what you're going to do for the thumbnail for the video. Now, one thing I would not recommend you do is try to script the entire video word for word. I find that doing that ends up creating 2 problems. One is that it takes way too much time, and the other is that it ends up making your videos sound really unnatural. So skip scripting your videos word for word unless you're trying to create some sort of mini documentary series. With your video planned, you are all done with your work for day 1. So when day 2, which let's say is Monday, rolls around, you are ready to start recording this thing. Now, even though I've tried to spread this week out as evenly as I could across the 7 days of the week, I will freely admit that it would be best if you spend a little bit longer on some of the days and a little bit less time on other days. And day 2 of this plan, when you are doing your initial recording session, is one of those days when you might want to spend a little longer. My goal for you for this second day of the week is that you get all of your A-roll, or all the main footage for your video filmed. So for example, if you have a talking headshot like this, where you are narrating something or you're explaining something, you're looking at the camera, then it would be best if you could get all of that footage recorded on day 2 so that you don't have to do your hair and makeup and put on the same outfit again on day 3. Now, of course, setting up to film and getting ready to film can take some time, and so you might spend about 20 of your 30 minutes just getting ready, and then 10 minutes sitting down and talking to the camera. But like I said, on day 2, you might want to spend a little bit more time, so I would allow yourself about an hour on this second day of your production week, whatever day that ends up being for you. But don't worry, this isn't getting out of control, and it's all going to even out in the end, and day 3 is a great example of that, because day 3 is kind of optional. Day 3 is another day to keep filming your video. And if you got it all done on day 2, then you don't need to do anything on day 3. But if you only got half of your main footage filmed, then you can film the second half on day 3. Or if you want to film some additional footage, what's often called B-roll, to add into your video as visual examples of what you're talking about, then day 3 is available for you to do that on. So now we come to day 4 of this video production routine, and it's time to start editing that footage that you've recorded. So I've allowed 2 days for you to edit this video on, which would be days 4 and 5 of your routine. On day 4, I would recommend you focus on the rough cut. So this is where you're going to scrub through all of your footage. You're going to make sure that it's in the right order on your timeline, and you're going to go through and you're going to cut out any mistakes or pauses or anything like that, so that you've got the video basically put together. Now, one important note here, if you're going to do any color grading or edit the audio of your video at all, then you probably want to do that before you start chopping it up into a million tiny pieces. But that is what you need to take care of on day 4, the rough cut. So now we move to day 5, a second day of editing. And for this, you are going to be adding things into your video. So this could be graphics that you add in, it could be music that you add in, this could be where you cut in your B-roll if you haven't already done that. And of course, you'll want to tighten up all those cuts a little bit and add any transitions. And I'll just say here that you might end up spending more than half an hour on day 4 or day 5. You've got a couple options here though. One is that on days 6 and 7, you might be able to cut down on the time. Another would be to make shorter videos. Yes, that really is an option, and it can definitely save you time on editing. And then the last option is that, especially as your channel starts growing, you certainly might want to outsource the editing. This is something that I did fairly early on with my channel because I did find that editing my videos was one of the things that was the most time-consuming part of the process. And there is no doubt about it that outsourcing my editing is one of the key strategies that has enabled me to run my YouTube channel and grow it to the size that it is while spending far less than 30 minutes on average every day. But enough about editing, let's move on to day 6 of this production routine, and that's going to be the day that you publish your video or you schedule it to publish. So in my example here, where we started our production routine on a Sunday, at this point, it would be Friday. And Friday is a fine day to publish a video on, but if you don't want to publish on whatever happens to be day 6 of your production week, then you can just schedule your video instead. But there's a little bit more to it than just uploading your video to YouTube and choosing when you want it to go live. You're also going to need to take care of the thumbnail on this day. Now, hopefully, you recorded some thumbnail footage or took some thumbnail photos back when you were filming your video and you had your hair and makeup did, so that you have something to work with now to actually create the thumbnail. Now, of course, there's lots of different ways you can create this thumbnail, but I find that the quickest and easiest way tends to be with Canva, even though its capabilities are somewhat limited. So that's what I would recommend that you do. And when I am in a hurry at all with my videos, that's definitely what I turn to so that I don't waste too much time with all the options that are available in something like Photoshop. So you're going to want to start your video uploading to YouTube, and then while it's uploading, you can spin up that thumbnail, and then you can enter all of the information in that YouTube needs to be able to publish your video. Things like the video's title and the video's description and the tags and all of that. Now, of course, you can sit there and just write this out yourself, but there are a lot of great AI tools out there these days that can save you some time here, because most of the time your video description isn't all that important. Now, it's best if you've done some keyword research and you know what terms you're trying to target, but you can tell ChatGPT or whatever tool you're using to write that video description to include those terms in the description if you have done that research. However, even if you're typing that title and description out by hand, I think you'll still find that it doesn't take you more than a few minutes to get those steps taken care of and get your video published on YouTube. Okay, and before we know it, we are at day 7, the final day of your production week. And on this day, I would recommend you do channel management. So this can include a few different things, but should at least involve you responding to comments that have been posted on your videos and you checking your analytics to make sure that everything is looking good with your videos. You also might want to use this opportunity to reach out to sponsors if you're looking for sponsors for your videos, and to start brainstorming topics for upcoming videos. On day 1 of the production routine, The intention is that you are planning the video for that week, not that you're having to brainstorm an idea of what video you're even going to be filming. So it's best to get that taken care of on day 7. What I just shared with you in this video, it's a great system for getting the videos produced and getting them published on YouTube. But if you make the wrong videos, or the videos aren't good enough quality, or you don't know how to work with the algorithm, then your channel isn't going to grow, even if you're steadily pumping out a video every single week. So if you need a little bit of help with those things, if you want to learn the basics of YouTube strategy, learn how the algorithm works, learn how you can work with it to grow your channel as quickly as possible, then check out the link in the description that is for a 1-hour YouTube strategy masterclass that I recorded that breaks all of those things down. The class is completely free, and we've had thousands of people go through and take the class at this point. But if you haven't yet, then I would love to invite you to do so. And then you'll want to check out this video right here, where I share this really cool new feature that YouTube just launched in the last couple of months that is starting to explode everyone's audiences.